It's been a long time since I've done a live and I thought I'll come here and just talk to you guys. Okay, first and foremost, if you have any symptom due to heat, one thing you need to understand that there are two kinds of desha. One is your Deha Desha and then you have the Bhumi Desha. Deha Desha means your internal body environment and Bhumi Desha is your external environment. And this internal environment and the external environment constantly interacts with each other. So during summers, when the heat is more, most people often feel a Vata Prakopa or an increase in Vata also during this time. So we have to address all of that. Thank you so much. Please send me questions. I'm happy to answer. So the most important thing that we need to know is, during this time, especially people with already a hot body, especially people with Pitta Prakriti. Pitta Prakriti means people with heat inside their body. They often get heat boils, they get acidity, they get all these kind of heat related symptoms, skin rashes, eczema, all of that. So such people may feel all these symptoms to be more because, as I said, Deha Desha and Bhumi Desha are both heat increasing at this moment. So not just for people with Pitta Prakriti, everybody will have to bear the consequences of this kind of heat. If you see, I'm in Kerala right now, and in Kerala the temperature is much lower, but the thing is we are a coastal area. From where I sit, I can even feel like hot air coming to my face. That kind of heat we are facing in Kerala, and most of the places in India, I think right now it's like more than 40 degrees, which I can't even imagine. Though I'm coming from Dubai, in Dubai we are always taken care of in terms of air conditioning. Even if you step out of the house, even if you go to a bus station, you have everything is air conditioned, so we don't really feel the heat there. But right now here I'm literally feeling the heat, and I'm not a Pitta Prakriti, but I can understand how people will be feeling. Okay, so first and foremost, as you all know, the most important thing that you have to do during summers is drink enough water. It's a no-brainer. Everybody needs to drink water. During this time, as I said, there is the water inside the body is also getting drained out quickly. So you have to replenish your fluid levels. And in Ayurveda, we have a very cooling herb that helps to subside the heat, which is called Vetiver. Vetiver roots or khas roots. You can take a handful of it, boil it in water, and boil it in the morning so that you can have a full jug of water and keep on sipping this water throughout the day. It has an internal cooling potency. So instead of just going to your refrigerator and grabbing a cold water, that actually doesn't make you feel cool. You know, it's just that momentary or instantaneous cooling reaction that you may feel. But actually, when you're having this Vetiver water, at least some of you may have tried that, you may have experienced, you know, it is cooling to your body. So try to have that instead of cold water and all kinds of other waters. And in terms of the juices, what you can have is coconut water is very, very cooling, very much pitta subsiding, and you can sip on coconut water multiple times throughout the day if you get coconut water. And another thing is sugarcane juice. Sugarcane juice is highly pitta subsiding, highly cooling. If you have access to natural sugarcane juice, try and have that, because nothing beats sugarcane juice. And then fruits. In terms of the fruits, right now I know we are in India, we are having mango season, and whenever you step out you see mangoes everywhere. But Ayurvedically, mango is not a cooling fruit, it is a hot fruit. So the best thing to do is limit the intake of mango. And another fruit that is common right now and which is good for your body is jackfruit. If you like jackfruit, I love jackfruit. It's very cooling for your body. So if you want, you can have that. And then what other fruits? You can have plums, you can have watermelon, muskmelon. All of that is very good during this time. You can have grape juice, pomegranate juice. All these are pitta subsiding. You can even have amla shot. Even if it is sour taste, it has a cooling effect inside our body. When it is digested, you can have that. So all these fruits you can have. And what else you can have? Star fruit, if you like. Star fruit is also very cooling fruit. So these are some cooling fruits that you can have during this time. And the next thing, coming to vegetables. In terms of vegetables, the best kind of vegetables during this heat, is definitely all kinds of gourds, your bitter gourds, ash gourd, bottle gourd, ridge gourd, all kinds of gourds that you get. You can have that. You can have pumpkin, you can have all of that. And in terms of the lentils and dals that you are having, you can have all kinds of dals except urad dal, which is black gram. Try to reduce horse gram. And flat beans, if it is possible, try to reduce it. It is all dosha increasing thing. Try not to have it. And chicken, if possible, try to limit the amount of chicken. Don't have it as much as you would have in other this thing, because chicken is very drying and heating. And if you are a meat eater, and if you can replace that chicken with mutton, that's the best thing to do, because mutton is very cooling for your body. So all these things, if you take care in terms of eating, you can cool your body down. So ultimately, more than anything, internally you need to cool your body than externally. So these foods will help you. And in terms of daily routines that you have to do, one thing that you can reduce during this time is abhyanga or daily oil massages. If you do every day, this is the time if you can just slow down on abhyanga. And if you want to do, you can take coconut oil or any cooling oil for abhyanga. And what else? I think that's it. Any questions? And also about fish. Mostly all kinds of fish are pitta aggravating. Fish, if you can try to reduce, that's good. But try to stay completely away from prawns, shrimps and all of that. So this is how you can manage the heat waves and how you can manage the heat. And in terms of exercise, try to limit exercise. I'll not say limit, I would say try to do exercise moderately. Don't exert yourself so that you lose all your energy, and it shouldn't lead you to exhaustion. Yeah, I think now I will take some questions. During this time, if you want to apply a face pack in your body or face pack on your face, the best thing to do is anything sandalwood based is very cooling. You can use that. Okay. One cooling drink recipe I wanted to share with you is, do you know puffed rice? Puffed rice, the one which is like fried paddy, it is called puffed rice. Puffed rice, if you get, you should look at the puffed rice. It shouldn't be the one which is like polished and nice and soft. This is the puffed rice which is very uneven and irregular. It doesn't look good. That kind of puffed rice. That puffed rice you need to get, and you can grind it and make it into fine powder. And to this you can add mishri, add to water, mix it, and then you can have, this is a great drink to have, which is mentioned in Grishma Ritucharya in Charaka Samhita. So this is a great recipe. Sorry. Yes, I do treat alopecia, varicose veins. One thing to do for acidity, people have a tendency during this time, most people think that when they drink cold milk or cold yogurt, they feel better. They think that that will subside acidity, but it is just very momentary relief that you're going to get from it. It is not going to help you because these are all very hot foods, so you cannot have that during summer. Try to completely stay away from curd during this time, curd, yogurt. Why? Because it is very hot. If you want to make it, you can actually do a tadka on it. Add some mustard seeds, some jeera seeds, some pepper, all of that, and that will help you. Adult acne. The acne treatment in Ayurveda is 95% internal and 5% external. So there is, even if you do anything topical, that will not help you address what is happening. That's why when you buy medicines and apply it, like creams and retinoids and salicylic acid and all of that for your acne, what happens when you stop using it? You get again. Why? Because you haven't corrected internally what is giving you all this trouble, right? So we need to fix that first before anything else, and fixing that is definitely looking at your digestion and making sure your elimination is right. Neelima, thank you for the question. What kind of food to eat in a day in such heat? I have mentioned everything, I think. I've mentioned the kind of food that you need to eat, the kind of fruits, what kind of water you can drink. Vetiver water for babies and toddlers is not really okay. Don't give it to small babies because it can cause a little bit dryness to them, and also their body is already in a stage where they are having a kapha stage of life, right? So better not to give them vetiver water. So start giving them if they're above 7 years. You can give them. Otherwise, just give them normal water. How to cure dandruff? Dandruff can be cured if your scalp is clean. You have to keep your scalp clean, especially during the summer when the heat is too much. If you don't wash your scalp often, you can get dandruff. So make sure that you wash your scalp at least 2 times a week. And in my clinic, I'm making an anti-dandruff shampoo. I don't think we have made too many. You can just check on my product page. You can go to my profile and see the link. Menstrual stomach cramps. Yeah, this is something which I wanted to talk since a long time. People take period pains to be a big thing, right? At least social media takes, at least modern day health gurus think like that. But if you think about the physiology of menstruation, your body is undergoing a lot of changes. Your body is going through a building up phase, and then there is a stage where everything is shed. There is a building up of hormones and there is a shedding of hormones. So a lot of things are happening during periods, and it is a little bit of pain during periods is completely normal, and unnecessarily we give undue attention to a little bit of periods, and then come to me for, like, people come to me for consultation, doctor, I have period pain. When I ask about, like, what do you do, what you can't do during periods, when I ask more, they say no, it's mild period pain, but I heard period pain is not normal. In such cases, I tell them there is no medicine for you. Why? Because you shouldn't be worried. You don't need medicine for a lot of things, right? A little bit of period pain is completely normal because there's a lot happening inside, more than what you know about. But what is period pain? What is dysmenorrhea? Dysmenorrhea is the medical term for period pain. What is it? It is the kind of pain that can incapacitate you from doing daily routine. So if you have many daily tasks to do and you're not able to do it because of this kind of pain, and you're just lying down and you're not able to concentrate in anything because of the pain, that kind of pain is called dysmenorrhea. That kind of pain will need medical support. Otherwise you don't need. A little bit of pain, just ignore it. Stomatitis condition, please correct your stomach, correct your Agni. Anything about real juice or pomegranate? No real juices, please. Make original juices, like real juice, not the brand. Make whatever juice you are trying to have, make it at home. How to reduce gas and uneasiness during summers for senior citizen age 75. Especially for senior citizens above 75, there is already Vata Prakopa, and too much of heat can cause more issues. So definitely you may need some support from a doctor. You can book a consultation and I'll help you. Sugarcane juice can be taken by PCOS patient. There is no issue at all. You know, PCOS, when you think about it, don't PCOS or cholesterol or diabetes, don't think of it in terms of consuming sugars is fine or consuming gluten is fine. Don't think about all of that. What you need to know is your Agni or your digestion good? You just have to correct the digestion and eat everything that you want. If you see honey, right? According to Ayurveda, honey is the ultimate medicine for sugar patients or diabetes. And how is it possible? Isn't it sweet? Won't it increase sugar levels? Nothing like that. Treatment is how we treat diseases in Ayurveda is much different compared to other medical systems. Any tips for reducing triglycerides? Is the same thing I want to say, that when it comes to anything to do with your cholesterol levels, triglycerides levels, all of that, we always think of it as fat deposition or something like that. But ultimately, Ayurvedically, what is affected is your liver. So improving your liver health is more important than looking at those numbers and feeling stressed about it and doing things for it. Improving liver health could be by choosing foods that are very digestive, easy to digest kind of foods. Doing a liver detoxification in terms of Virechana and other Panchakarma treatments that you can do. Like a detox cleanse that you can do. All of these can help you improve your liver health. How do I check if my digestion is functioning at its best? First thing, you don't have any health issues whatsoever. You don't get gas, acidity, bloating, heartburn, acid reflux, constipation, loose motion, all of that. When you eat a food, after 3 to 4 hours you will feel hungry again, and you have the sharpest hunger during lunchtime, and you have the least hunger during dinner. So if all of this is good, you have good hair and good skin, your digestion is kind of good. Any cure for cough and cold in kids due to allergy? I have, I think, 2 posts on it. If you scroll down my feed, you can find some remedies. How to book an appointment? You can just DM me. I will send you what is required. How to manage urticaria in the heat? So your name is Jonah. Okay. Jonah, I had mentioned a few foods that you should eat during this time, so try to eat them. All of those are cooling foods. Internally you have to cool down rather than externally. I think that will help. Is fruits with milk not good? According to Ayurveda, not good. Is Shatavari helpful in PCOD? I can't believe you're asking me this question. Shatavari is helpful if your doctor has understood your body, understood your imbalances, understood your imbalances in your dhatus. Then if the doctor thinks that this person needs Shatavari and prescribe Shatavari to you, then definitely you can take Shatavari. Otherwise, stay away from Shatavari, because you have no idea how much of hormonal imbalance. So when we take FSH, LH levels and see the values, you will see, I have seen a lot of variations in my patients, and it also leads to irregularities in your periods. Brahmi is a good thing to have, but not Ashwagandha. How to increase hemoglobin? Though I took every day either beetroot juice or pomegranate juice, my content increase. I have an arishta which is mentioned on my page. It is called Draksha Arishta. You can try that for 1 month. How to reverse fatty liver? Again, the same answer as before. Correct your digestion. That's it. It's very easy. It will reverse. Very easy to reverse in 2.5 months to 3 months. Myopia in kids. Actually, people have no idea that myopia or short-sightedness, you can actually reduce the power if you try Ayurveda. But first you need a consultation, then you need to take medicines, and then you will need inpatient treatment, and then this will subside. The lens power can reduce a lot. If I start answering all of these questions, I will not finish. Is heartbeat related to gut health issues? Of course, roga sarve api mande apno. Every disease is because of an imbalanced digestive fire. Do we need to follow a diet to reverse the digestion? Why do you want to reverse your digestion? You don't want digestion? Digestive issues, you mean? Of course you need to follow a diet. Very easy, simple diet. Very Indian. Very normal. Very basic. Very like you will eat rice, dal, vegetables, cooked vegetables, sabji, all of that to improve your digestion. Unless and until you're from India. If you're from outside, then the food will vary depending upon the place that you're from. What is your view about blue pea flower drinks? Hibiscus tea, Arjuna tea. As please don't have all of these. I gave you one tea, right? Vetiver roots tea. Have that. Don't have anything else. You don't need anything else. When you are bombarding your body with all of these different things, ultimately your body, your liver, your kidneys, your liver has to detoxify it. Your kidneys have to filter it. Even from the normal food that you're eating, your body has to work on it. But think of the junk food that you're eating and all these teas, unnecessary teas that you're drinking. Again, the body has to detoxify. On top of that, if you're taking any modern medicines, and the body has to detoxify from that too. So overall, why are you putting your body to so much of trauma? No, don't do that. Memory power in kids. There's a herb called Centella asiatica, which is called Manduka Parni. It's very similar to Brahmi. It's very good for memory power. How to handle dandruff and pimple in pregnancy? During pregnancy, don't worry so much about your, don't use any kind of retinoids, anything, because it is isotretinoin. All of these are harmful for your pregnancy. Don't take any of that. During this time, just a Triphala face wash Triphala face wash, you know how to make it, right? You can take 1 tablespoon of Triphala, add 2 glasses of water, reduce to 1 glass, and then use it as face wash. You can use that for face wash and have very easy to digest foods. Ayurveda for diabetes? Yes, Ayurveda for diabetes. What is the question? Ayurveda is very good for diabetes. Ayurveda can reverse type 2 diabetes, not type 1. If you are on insulin, you can get to medications first, and from medications we remove medications. It's very much treatable condition with Ayurveda, and type 2 diabetes is reversible with Ayurveda. Which way is better for consuming fruits as juice or take it raw? You can have juice, you can have raw. Backward walking, what is that? Moonwalk. I have treated Parkinsonism people, but the thing is, you should understand that Parkinsonism is a progressive degenerative disorder. That means the condition will just progress whatever you do, okay? But what Ayurveda can help you is, you have to take your medications, allopathic medications, leave 1 hour gap and take Ayurvedic medications. And when you take Ayurvedic medication, what we can do is, we can delay the progress. We can delay the rate of progress of Parkinsonism. I have I think 4 to 5 patients right now in my programs with Parkinsonism, and they're all doing fine, better. Even their blood work is coming good, their reports are coming good, and they are in a stable state. And a couple of these people are more than 75, and a couple of them are much younger, like 55, 60, like that. Trying to book a consultation with you. Earliest date is 25th May. Can it be preponed, please? 25th May, you're lucky to get 25th May. You should be happy about it. You're actually very lucky, because we are already on the first week. What it means if Ayurvedic treatment is causing excess pimples due to heat because of medicines? I have answered this question before. It's wrong treatment. If you have a hot body, no good Ayurvedic doctor would prescribe heating medicines. If you have a Vata condition to address or a Kapha condition to address, based on, see, we have 2 things, right? We have our Prakriti. Prakriti is fixed. At the time of your birth, when your first cell is made, your Prakriti is already there. It's fixed. But then, you have imbalances throughout your life. Say, for example, your mom or dad had acidity, heartburn, acid reflux, all of those conditions. And you see that you have all of these conditions, and you ask them, do you have heat in your body? They say yes, and you also have it. You have inherited that Pitta Prakriti from them. And what happens is, this cannot change throughout your life. Till the end of your life, you will be this Pitta Vata or Pitta Kapha Prakriti person. But the thing is, your tendency to get more of Pitta imbalance is more compared to anybody with Vata and Kapha imbalances. And throughout your life, because of your environment, because of the food that you eat, because of the things that you do, because of your lifestyle, what will happen is, there will be imbalance. It could be Vata, Pitta or Kapha imbalance. And based on the imbalances, you have to eat food. So, even the medicines that you consume should be based on the imbalances and not really based on the Prakriti. If you treat based on the, you may be Pitta Prakriti, and right now you may be having a Kapha aggravation, right? For Kapha aggravation, you can't give the medicines for Pitta Prakriti. So it is always important to know that you have to eat according to your imbalances and not your Prakriti, because it could be just the opposite. And the same thing happens with medicine. So when doctors forget to address that, that is when there is fault in the treatment, and that could be the reason the doctor has advised a wrong treatment for you, the Ayurvedic doctor. So always understand that even if we all study the same Ayurveda in BMS, during BMS, every doctor's experience treating patients is different. The background is different. I am coming from a 4 generations of Ayurveda. So whatever knowledge I have is not just from the book, but also from what I have seen, what I have heard, what I have learned from my family too, from my dad and my grandfather. So all of that, so each person, because of the background, because of the experiences, because of the kind of patients that they see, every single doctor is different. How they treat is different. Especially in Ayurveda, it's not like in allopathy where you have a certain condition and you have a certain medicine which is already there. However, in Ayurveda, it's not like that. In Ayurveda, each doctor can use their own yukti. We say yukti means, what is yukti? Yukti means, I think, instinct, or what is yukti? Their own, what is that? What is the word for yukti? Yukti means their own thing, okay, their own principles or their own way of treating the condition. So that is why the treatment varies from doctor to doctor. Goiter cannot be treated on Instagram, my dear Ranju Ashokan. We need to correct a lot of things inside. My little 1.5-year-old has upper lip hair. Please send me a picture on my DM. Let me have a look. White layer on tongue indicates. See, everybody can have white layer on their tongue naturally. At least take 10-15 days, look at your tongue every day and see if this white layer is still not going or is it persistent. If only by looking for a range of time you will understand whether this is not your normal tongue. So once I had posted this post saying how to assess your tongue, and a lot of you asked me what is a normal tongue. See, everybody's normal tongue is their own normal kind of a tongue, right? So how to understand is you have to look at your tongue every day in the morning before brushing. Take a picture and keep it in a secret folder so that others don't see it and get scared. So take a picture, take pictures every day and see your tongue, and then if you eat something, or if you haven't slept well, or if you have gone out or you did something and then next day you see your tongue has a white coating, then you have white coating. So just like that, you look at your tongue and you see your tongue has some white color, doesn't mean that your tongue has white coating. So that kind of diagnosis is important. Okay, I think I have been sitting here since the past 1 hour or so, but the questions never end. Thousands and thousands and thousands of questions. I can't even scroll down and reach the end. How to reduce pigmentation on face? You can always try my glow oil, which is on my page. And how to for acne. For acne, you can use the glow face pack, but make sure that you squeeze. You have to have neem juice. Even if you are in Dubai, you get neem everywhere. In India, you will see neem everywhere. Just get the neem leaves, crush them, make a juice out of it, or just you don't even have to make a juice out. Just crush the leaves, add this glow face pack in it, make a paste, and then apply it over your face. That will help you address your acne. Externally, which I said only 5% of your treatment. Okay, hair fall, you can use the hair oil, but hair fall, you have to see why the hair fall is happening, and the treatment. See, whatever you use externally, as I say always, only 5% cure you're going to get, because External is not, it's not healing, right? Healing you have to do internally. Okay, I think that's all for today. I will come soon. I understand there are hundreds of questions unanswered. I will come live often. This is something which I always say but I never do. But I will try to come often and answer all your questions, at least a few of them. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Bye.